Welcome back. We are running a course on programming with C++, programming with standard C++, ISO ANSI standard C++. The course is given to you by Subraj Academy. We are in lesson 2A. And lesson 2A and 2B covers the chapter 2 of my book, Object-Oriented Programming with C++, ANSI ISO standard. That's the name of the book. So in this lesson, we'll talk about data types, okay, and some more tokens. What are the tokens? Token is the smallest element in a program, atomic element in a program. There are some 5-6 types of tokens which make a program. When you write a program, you use a different type of things, and you need identifiers, names, and C++ defined keywords, reserved words. Then use constants and variables, operators. Very important. Operators are very important. And punctuators like comma, semicolon. Semicolon is very dominant in C and C++. And there are also separators, blanks, tabs, new lines, form fields, and commands. They are collectively known as white spaces. They are ignored at the time of compilation and execution. However, they are used to separate tokens, to make it readable. And they use to separate tokens also. The white space is required between two adjacent tokens, like an identifier and operator, for better readability. Okay. So these are the tokens, the basic elements in the program. Let's look at what is identifier. Identifiers are nothing but names. Like you have a name, I have a name. Okay, like a street has a name. Okay, you need an identifier. So you need the files in program files, C++ files, programs, functions, classes, objects. They all need a name. They have unique identifiers or names. They've been assigned. The system assigns, the C++ language assigns unique names to the built-in functions. In fact, the greatest point of C or C++, we have access to a large number of libraries, tested, well tested, written by others, and it is verified, tested, and that is given to you to help you write programs faster and with quality. So, and also the identifier in C++ is defined as an unlimited. How do you define identifier, or what is the rule? It's an unlimited sequence of characters, the first of which must be an alphabet, followed by digits or underscores or alphabets. Okay, the first character should be a character, and others could be alphabets, alphanumeric, underscores, etc. So this is how you coin an identifier, a name for the C++ variables, constants, programs, everything. There are 95 keywords in C++ as of now, of which 30 are unavailable in C language. See, original goal was to have compatibility, but now there is a difference of 30 keywords of C++ are not found in C language. And the both languages are evolving. What is the keyword? Keywords are always used for a special purpose, but we can't use them as variable or function names. They are reserved words. Keywords are reserved words, reserved for use for IT programs. So there are many, the 95 I can't discuss here. You can look at, Google it and find out. Some examples are int, float, double, void, public, private, auto, and so on. So these are the words reserved for programming, and they can't be used for as identifiers for other purposes. So identify the two things. One is the reserved words, nothing but keywords. Reserved words are keywords, and other identifiers. You will know as we go along. So the other important thing is data types. Data type is not given as a token, but we're talking about keywords or literals or constants. So data types is nothing but type of data. Built-in data type called primitive or C++ supports couple of, not couple of, more than a couple of built-in data types. They're called primitive or basic data types, like int for integer, float for floating point number, and so on. And user can define his own data types, like array, structures, class, union, etc. Constants and variables are used in programs. Constant means the value cannot be changed during the execution of the program. Variable means the value can change during the execution of the program. Either if it's a constant or a variable, the name refers to a name we know, and but that points to a location in the memory. So you store them in the memory in a particular location, and the name is known to us by the identifier we coin to represent them. So constants and variables, they have a name or identifier. Associated type, each constant and variable has to be a particular type only. It's a strongly typed language. C++ strongly typed language. You have to associate each constant or variable with a type. And the value compatible with the declared type. So the value should be compatible. So these are the three characteristics of constants and variables. So it's all about data. Object-oriented programming means the data-oriented program, basically. So the built-in data types are, see, the data is required to operate on the functions or programs. What are built-in data types? There are, we can broadly classify them like this: characters. No, it's earlier only ASCII characters. A to Z, uppercase, lowercase, and so on. Now we can go use Unicode characters also. The characters represent symbols. This is alphabets, alphanumeric basically. Character is one type. It's the smallest type. Integers to represent whole numbers. Okay, real numbers. So like plus 25, minus 25. Can be plus or minus both. Only natural numbers doesn't have a sign. Real numbers to represent numbers with fractional part, like 25.45. And Boolean to represent logical true or false. This is only for logical. It was logical true or false. And void to represent the absence of information. So basically, these are the 5 major types of built-in data types in C++. So let's look at integer. Integer itself has got multiple types. The character is also C. C should be small, lowercase. That's also integer type. So there are one or two types. Number 8-bit signed. Character 8-bit signed means number of bits are 8. It is signed representation. The value you can hold is from minus 128 to 127. So all the ASCII characters can be fitted here. Unsigned character is 8-bit unsigned. So the first bit was used for sign. So now that we don't use all the 8 bits for representing the data. So the range goes from 0 to 255. So char and unsigned char are two integer types. Short int. So 16 bits are signed. It may vary from implementation from computer to computer. We'll check the size later. Short int. Short integer. We call it short. And then unsigned short int. So again the value will go double. Int I small, I lowercase. 16 bit could be 30 bit also. Unsigned int and unsigned int. Long int for very long values. Unsigned long int. See the values, range. So these are the various integer types. Let's start using them. Let us write a program for finding square of an integer. Okay, you can find square of anything, but here I'm going to find a simple program so that we can understand the concept easily. So you have to always include IOStream. IOStream class is required for carrying out input-output operations with standard input and standard output devices, which are the keyboard and monitor. And when you want to, here actually using namespace standard std, if you do that, then this cout is not required. No, cout is required, but otherwise you have to put std cout, std : cout you put. So using namespace standard you put std can be associated with cout and cin. So int main, every function will have a function called main, and it returns int. Okay. So the main function is the must in a program, and that is the place from where the program execution starts. So here I am introducing lots of things. So look at this const c means I'm saying the constant int data type where name of the data element equal 25. I'm assigning 25 to where is an identifier. So where will point to the memory location where 25 is stored, and the where is of type int, and we are forcing it to be constant. We can't vary this where in this program. Okay. Then cout square of, it will print like this. First, it will print square of because it is giving quotations. Then it will print where. What is where? Where is 25? Square of 25 equal to where's are where? 25, 25, 625. So see, you have opening brace and closing brace. The entire program is held between these opening and closing braces. Okay, and you have to include IOStream. You have to use using namespace std if you want to avoid prefixing cout and cin with the std. So we are declaring where as an integer constant by using the keyword const. Const is used means it's an integer constant. It's a constant. If you want to hold different values of an identifier, then we can declare it as a variable. For instance, int var, if you put int var, the value can be changed. Declares the identifier var as a variable of type integer. So the square of 25 equals 6. This is the result of the execution of the program. Okay, const is used to indicate that the particular item is constant, and there is a declaration part int var, an assignment part into var is equal to 25, into var is equal to 25, the assignment. So here we are combining both declaration and assignment. Let us take one more example using integers. So you have the IOStream has to be included, and you have to use namespace std. The main function int var1 multiplicand, var2 int var2 multiplier. I am declaring var1 var2 and var3 for product. Here actually I have also this is a comment. This is a comment. This will hold on only for that line. Double slash will be, that is the comment. Double slash, whatever follows in that line will be a comment. Cout, this is a escape sequence, /n. Enter var1 is equal to. Okay, cout, enter var1 is equal to. Then cin var1. See, what we are doing is here we are displaying in the new line enter var1. And cin or cin and cout are objects of IOStream class. IOStream class, the standard C++. And cout is for outputting to or writing to the monitor. Cin is for reading from the keyboard. So CNC, the 6n also, whatever you write type here, that will go to monitor. Here, whatever is given for the keyboard will be assigned to var1. So both are objects. So cin for getting input and cout for displaying the outputs. So whatever you type will be assigned to var1, whatever you type. And see out next line, enter var2. Then whatever you type will be assigned to var2. Now we are saying var3 is equal to var1 star var2. And then find the product of var1 var2 is var3. See a concordance, it's called concordation, string concordation. You know it better later. So see out this first part, then var3 there. See, this is the output of enter var1, I entered 30, enter var2, I entered 90. Then I got our product of var1 and var2 as 2700. So we have seen two programs of C++ involving integers, right? One was involving constant integer, the other is the variable. So real numbers are very, very important. There are three types of real numbers. Float, it occupies 32 bits, 4 bytes. Double, 8 bytes. And the long double, 10 bytes. Of course, this will vary. At the end of the lesson, we are going, now that we have all this was written earlier, this book and everything. But now we are with Windows 11, the latest computers. So all this will be maybe upgraded. So what you should know is there are three types of representations of real numbers. Float is single precision, double is double precision. Okay. So this is simple floating point representation. You can also represent them in scientific notation. Real numbers can also be represented in scientific notation. For instance, 3.0E2 is a floating point number. The value of the number will be 3.0 in a 10 power 2, which is 300. You can also use lowercase e. It need not be uppercase e. See, 0.453e plus 0.5, which will be equal to what? 0.453 into 10 power 5. 10 power 5. This will be 10 power 5. Okay. I don't think I can do it. Superscript. So 0.4 is 10 power 5. So there are two parts you see. One is after E, other is before E. So two parts in scientific notation of a real number. Mantissa. That is before E. 0.453 here and 3.0 there. That's called mantissa. And after E is exponent. Here exponent is 0.5 and here is 2. Mantissa can be positive or negative. Exponent must have at least one digit which can be positive or a negative integer. Floating integrals, the constants are suffixed as given below. If it's floating point, which occupies 4 bytes, you put uppercase F or lowercase f. If there is no suffix, means it is assumed to be double precision, occupying a lot of space. Let us take an example to find the average of two floating point numbers. So you include IOStream class and int main float. See, var1 is equal to 10.0 E1. How much it is? 10.0 in 10 power 1. That is 100. Comma. See, comma is used very conveniently here. And this var2 is equal to 20.0 F. 20.0 F. This is the scientific notation, first one. This is the floating point notation constant. var2 is equal to 20.0. var3 is equal to 30.0. It is double basically. No F is there. So it should double. So three different notations. Or scientific notation, float, and double. And var4. So these all four we are declaring under known statement. And three other we are assigning values in the same statement. Okay. Now var4 is equal to var1 plus var2 plus var3 whole divided by 3. Isn't it? You're finding average. So 120 plus 30, 150 by 3 will be 50. So STDC out var4, so you will get 50. Suppose you want to omit STD colon colon. This is called scope resolution operator. Scope resolution operator. What will you do? You will write using namespace std. Suppose you want to say where4 equal to where4. Then you have to have one more double arrow pointer. The arrow pointers, std out, arrow pointer, quotation marks, where4 equal to end of quotation, then arrow point, two arrow pointers, where4. Right? Like that, we can modify as you like. There's another interesting type in C++, that is Boolean. Boolean has only two states, true or false. It is represented as bool. A literal or variable type bool can hold one of the following values, that is either true or false. It is used to express the result of logical operations. If you convert bool into integer, what will we get? True will be, you will get 1, and 0 will get false. And similarly, you want to convert integers to bool, any non-zero integer will be converted as, taken as true, and 0 as false. So, you can interchange between the integers and the Boolean constants. Let us take an example to understand Boolean. So this is, see, I am using both type of comments. In the first line I have comment that is valid only for that line, double slash. On the second line I put a slash star, then what I write, and then star slash. This can be extended to any number of lines. The single line command and multi-line command, we can say. So I include IOStream, I include using namespace std, and in the main function. So int means main will be returning integer. Int var1 var2, var1 is equal to 1, var2 is equal to 0. Note carefully what I'm doing. And bool var3 and var4 I declared I am not assigning any values. Now to bool var3 I am assigning var1. var1 is 1, no? So it will be taken as, one will assign because although it's a boolean, it will take value 1. And var4 is assigned var2. var2 was 0. So see what value of var3, that is var3, that is value of var3 is 1. Value of var4 is 0. Now var1 is equal to var3. Now whatever in var3 I am assigning to var1, whatever in var4 I am assigning to var2, operating var1 var2, we get 1 and 0. Okay. So 1 represents true and 0 represents false. We will be using logic, the Boolean values in number of places. The last type I want to discuss is strings. A character constant is a single character enclosed within single quotes. A single string constant is very important. You should know what is the difference between character constant and the string constant. A string constant is a number of characters, or no character, or 1 character, or 5 characters arranged consecutively and enclosed within double quotes. So God is a valid string. Is also valid string. The string constant can contain blanks. See, there is a blank here. Special characters, quotation marks, etc. within the string. But the string constant has to have double quotes. If you have a single quote, it will not be valid. Okay, that's all in this lesson. We looked at the keywords. I didn't give you the full list. I'll leave it next time for you to get it from Google. Identifiers and data types. Okay, that's all for now. Until we meet again. Bye bye.